there, it's Arena. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So today's video is a little bit random, but I'm going to be doing a LG/RAVE BAE inspired makeup look. This one's kind of for my Aussies out there because I actually don't really know how common the term LG is used around the world. I just know like in Australia, LGs and like Muzz Queen, RAVE BAEs, they're kind of all associated, and I feel like over the years the term kind of grew. When I was younger, people used to call me an LG, and it started off as just like a girl under 18 that knew how to like do a good beat and kind of looked older than she was. And then over the years, like pretty much any Asian girl that knew how to do makeup was an LG. And it's like now there's like an elite form of LG, which is just like a silver hair RAVE BAE. So I'm just gonna be like trying to get to that like status of an LG, because you know what, might as well go all out. So I'm going to be recreating one of the looks that I wore to a rave called DEFCON, and it was kind of just like a red sequin look. When you're at a rave or like even a concert or something, literally you're gonna be like dancing all night, so you're gonna be sweating a lot. So I always have to wear a primer, and I'm just wearing the Too Faced Hangover Primer, so I'm just going to apply that all over my face. You really want your foundation to last long. I tend to like to go for things that are like really full coverage, because when I drink I get red, so the only thing that kind of prevents that is if I have a really good coverage foundation. Even though like when you drink your makeup gets kind of crusty. This is the MAC Studio Fix foundation, and this used to be like my go-to high coverage foundation. Back in high school I used to always wear this foundation whenever I had a big event. It's like really old, and I don't even have much left, I don't think. So I'm gonna take a bit of that, and I'm gonna mix it with my Innisfree Velvet Coverage Foundation because it is a little bit too dark for me now. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of that into it. Just gonna dot this on my face and buff it out with a beauty blender. I wanted to do this look for a while, but I just never kind of got around to doing it. And now being in lockdown and not being able to go out, you know, just gonna relive those glory days. I kind of just really miss live music, to be honest. You gotta get that full coverage. You sweat so much at raves. I feel like when you walk around, if you touch someone, it's literally just wet. It's a bit disgusting, but you know, like you gotta be careful. So you need to make sure your base is flawless and you have like a full ass coverage foundation on, because you are going to be sweating like crazy, especially when you're in like the mosh pit area. Like holy crap, it gets so hot. Girls wear like nothing, but it gets so hot on the night like when you're there, so I kind of get that. I'm going to go in with some concealer, and this is the Smashbox High Definition Concealer. This is the most full coverage concealer that I own, and I'm just gonna dot a little bit of that in areas that I tend to get red, and I'm gonna buff that out with a beauty blender as well. I'm going to be setting my concealer because you know you gotta set the face so things don't move around, and I'm actually gonna bake because you don't want anything going anywhere. I always forget how good the coverage is on the MAC foundation because I barely use it, but gosh, it's full coverage. So while I wait for my bake to set, I'm just going to quickly go in with my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip, my favorite, and I'm just going to carve out my brows. And I think that's fine for my brows. I'm not too mad at them, and I'm just going to wipe off my bake because I don't want to leave it on for too long, just because I do have really dry skin. I'm gonna wipe that off. I just realized that I forgot to put sunscreen on under my foundation, and if you are going to a rave, especially if it is an outdoor rave, girl, remember to freaking put your sunscreen on. It is important. I mean, it's kind of bad because at nighttime when you're taking pictures you might look like a ghost, but honestly I feel like I would rather look like a ghost than like damage my skin, because priorities. Remember to put your sunscreen on. Now that my base is pretty much done, I'm just going to go into my eyes, and of course you need some eye primer because the goal is to keep this makeup lasting as long as you possibly can. So So now that our eyes are all prepped, I'm going to go into the eye look, and as I said, I'm going to be recreating one of the looks that I wore to DEF CON back in 2018. Where is it? But this is the look that I'm going to be creating. So I'm just going to be dipping into Saffron from the Huda Beauty Desert Dust Palette. And slightly buffing it out. I did this makeup look back in 2018, which was 2 years ago, so it's not going to be exactly the same because I honestly don't remember what I did, but I'm going to try to get it as similar as I can. Since I have yet to find a red shade that I absolutely love, I always tend to use lipstick whenever I do a red eye look, and this is the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy lipstick in Rouge 340 Envious, and this is like one of the most pigmented reds that I own. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my finger and I'm going to apply this onto my lids, and I'm just going to try to buff that out because if you're looking a bit crazy right now. So I'm just going to apply some of the red under my eyes. And then I have like a kind of silver shade in my inner corners and in my waterline. I don't really remember what shade that I used, so I'm just going to use Cashmere over here. I feel like the shadow that I used was a little bit more silver white than this color, but I'm not mad at it. I think it still looks pretty. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of eyeliner, and I think that I did like a pretty thick wing. I think that's as even as I can get them, but I'm gonna quickly go pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. Gosh, it feels weird wearing lashes again. But yeah, so I just popped on like the most voluptuous and dramatic lashes that I could find, but these aren't the same ones as the ones that I wore in the picture. Honestly, I feel like I like the ones that I wore in the picture a little bit more than these ones, but I didn't really know what style that was, so I just opted for whatever I could find. But I'm just gonna go back into my inner corners because I realized that I forgot to put in a little bit of glitter. So this is the Pearl Eyeliner from Misha, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and apply it in my inner corners. I tend to go pretty heavy-handed in the inner corners of my eyes, and then I just drag the product out and kind of slowly blend it when it goes a little bit closer to the inner corners. I just love to add a little bit of glitter to my inner corners. I feel like it just looks so much nicer and it brightens my eyes a little bit more. But I'm also going to go in with a little bit of mascara and apply this on my lower lashes. The look is coming together. I feel like falsies make the biggest difference. So I think I'm pretty happy with the eyes at this point, and I'm just going to kind of bring a little bit more definition to my face because honestly it looks really flat right now. So I'm just going to quickly bronze my cheeks a little bit. I feel like LGs and like rave girls tend to do like a really harsh contour, but I don't really know how to do that. So I'm just going to do my contour how I normally do it, and also because I'm wearing sequins, I feel like whenever I do sequins, I don't really tend to do much to like the base of my face. And I'm also going to apply a little bit of that on my forehead, just a tiny bit. And I also want to... my baby hair is going everywhere. And I'm also going to contour my nose ever so slightly. feel like sometimes when it comes to my nose, I feel like I have so much more control when I use my fingers. So I'm just going to blend out that contour. And I'm also going to highlight, so I'm just going to take a little bit of a light white champagne color and slightly highlight my nose bridge. And my cupid's bow. I don't think I highlighted my cheeks because I had stuff on them, like sequins and stuff, so I'm just going to skip that part. And I know that I wasn't wearing blush because 2018 Arena didn't wear blush. So now we're going to add in the sequins, and I just used this like nail art set that I bought from Daiso. It came with like the large red and small, like the large red sequins and the small ones, and then some silver ones. I have the picture of my makeup on my phone, so I'm just going to use it for reference. Look how different they look, the same. So I'm just going to use this as a reference picture, and I'm just using like those random bottles that you get when you buy lashes that nobody uses. I'm just going to be using this to stick on the sequins, and I'm going to start by like doing the bigger sequence. So in the picture I have the two large sequences under my eyes, so I'm just going to do those ones first. And then I have a silver one at the end of my eye and one at the inner corners of my eyes. A little star and a heart. Kind of looks like it's I'm gonna add the other things and just see if it kind of comes together a little bit. I look like I have small silver dots as well, but I honestly, they're like too small to be an actual sequin. I'm guessing that they're like little silver sparkle dots. So I'm going to try and see if I can do them. So it was one. I think that looks pretty good. Oh my gosh! Okay, now to add the small silver sparkles. I think that is complete. Oh my gosh. Now for the final thing is the lips. And I'm going in with the same red lipstick that I wore on my eyes.
That's good.
And I tend to like glossy lips, so I'm just going to go over with a little bit of Fenty Glow. Just a tiny bit, just for some texture. This is the completed makeup look, but of course you can't forget the silver hair. So I'm going to go and try to put this on. I actually have never worn a wig before, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. And like honestly, my hair is pretty long, so trying to fit this underneath a wig is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I'm gonna try, so wish me luck and I'll be right back. Oh my god, so I finally got the wig on, and honestly I feel like it looks so strange. I don't even look like those hot LG girls. This is just like tragic. This wig was like, I think I got it off Wish for like $20 to $30, and it's like not thick enough to cover my whole head. And my hair is too long that you can actually see like my bun at the back on my hair, and then these pieces I'm just like bringing to the front so it looks like I have more hair. But like, it's obviously a cheap wig, so it's not gonna look that nice and real as I would like it. And I don't know how to do those edge things that people do when they wear wigs, so I'm just gonna leave the edge like that. But it obviously looks like a wig, like it's not that cute. But this was as close as I could ever get to being a silver haired LG, and I look a little bit tragic. But I am wearing the uniform, so I have a hardstyle jumper and I'm wearing a red bra. I honestly don't own any hardstyle jumpers, and I had to fish this one out of the closet because my sister Like I think like ages ago my sister's friend gave her this jumper. PhD is Pure Hard Dance. Oh, 2016 edition. Wow, so this was back in 2016, this event, and I think some guy gave it to my sister and she literally just shoved it into a closet, and then I had to fish this out and find it. PhD on the back. Because I don't own any. I've gone to like a few hardstyle events, but I never really buy the merch when I go because I know that I'm never gonna wear them, because like hardstyle jumpers just aren't really in my style, so I don't really buy them. So luckily I had this one in the house somewhere so I could wear it and it would fit this video perfectly. But yeah, I'm just wearing the jumper and a red bra because I feel like when you go, pretty much the color palette is red and black. Like I always wear red and black when I go to raves. Sometimes I wear a bit of color, but like majority of the time like red and black is like the traditional rave color combo. So this is the uniform. Most girls wear like some form of like lingerie, sports bra, like undergarment type of tops. I've never had the balls to wear an actual like bra out in public before to a rave because honestly I don't have the body for that. But this is a video and you know I gotta stay true to the culture, so I'm doing it in this video. I have a scratch on my neck, please ignore that. I got it from my pajamas, but yeah, don't look at that. But yeah, this is as close to a LG Rave Bae as I will ever get. It's a little bit tragic. I really don't know how I feel about this wig, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of fun to film, remind me of the good old days, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.